Hello, welcome back to my channel, The Welshman Reviews. I'm Gareth, and today I'm going to be doing my review for Civil War, a journey across a dystopian future America following a team of military-embedded journalists as they race against time to reach DC before rebel factions descend upon the White House. Join me as I give my thoughts on Civil War. Hello and welcome back. So yes, this is a new movie out by Alex Garland. If you've known his work, he has directed this, Men, Annihilation, Ex Machina. His writing history is 28 Days Later, Weeks Later, movies like that. It is. I think he was part of the Dread one as well, if I'm not mistaken. It is. But yeah, he wrote quite a lot. Yeah, he did Dread as well, Sunshine as well, written by him as well. So this guy is well known for some really good movies. So this is his new one, and as I said in the beginning, it is a more of a future dystopia of America going into a civil war where the states of Texas and California make their own, called the Western Front, and Florida not really part of that, but they are also breaking away from all of America as well. The journalists for this movie is Kirsten Dunst, is the seasoned war photographer. It is. You've got Wagner Mora, who is Joel, who is the more of the journalist aspect of the characters, where he talks to people during the movie, interviews, etc. You also have Carly Spenny. Apologies if I butchered that last name. Who plays Jessie? She is a very young amateur photographer who really wants to get into the war photography line of work. It is Kirsten Dunst's character's Lee is Jessie's hero, as she mentions during the movie as well. It is. Nick Offerman is the president. Don't really see him much in this. He pretty much bookends the movie, and you hear him a little bit on the radio. It is. And the other main actor in this as well, and I've lost his name, is Stephen McKinley Hender. It is, who plays Sammy, who is a very is a rival journalist, but a very seasoned one, who hops with the ride, or hitches a ride with Kirsten Dunst's character and Wagner Moira's character to get to the front line, which is in Charlottesville. It is. Also Jessie, after her and Joel flirt, hitches a ride to the front line as well. Lee and Joel, Kirsten Dunst's character and Wagner's character, want to get to DC to interview and take a photo of the president before the rebels, the Western Front, get there and take over, probably kill him before they get there. So this movie is pretty much pretty much a road trip movie, which starts in New York and makes its way to Washington DC. It does come along with a lot of things during the middle of this movie, all the conflicts and stuff they encounter. This is a very, it's a very kind of depressing movie. It is very horrifying in some of the scenes and some of the torture and what some of the other characters or they come across do to people. One of the really bad ones is pretty much, you can see it is a clip out of it of, I think it's Jessie's character and another one get kidnapped or thing, and they're going to get shot. So Joel and all that try and sort out the situation, but the guy there who's like kind of in charge is asking them what kind of American they are, and if you say a wrong answer, he'll just shoot you on the spot. And they have like a mass grave behind them where there's like 100 dead bodies they've already killed in a ditch. It's very harrowing of a movie, it is, and it does pinpoint really what war is and that. Yeah, it's on the footsteps of America. It is. Hopefully it won't ever come to that in America, but you never know, to be honest. It ain't. But It's very harrowing. A lot of very difficult scenes to watch. It is. The acting in this is brilliant. Kirsten Dunst, all the actors are brilliant. Kirsten Dunst really good in this. I think Kaylee Spenny, who plays Jessie, the young Jessie. I was wondering where I recognised her from, to be honest, and I'm not 100%. I thought she was in. I thought she was in. Yeah, Pacific Rim Uprising. I thought she was. She was in Pacific Rim Uprising, the young kid in that one. But she does a really good job of showing how how amateur she is in the beginning, and the stuff she comes across where she sees a couple of guys hanging when they're trying to refuel at somewhere, and because they tried to steal off the gas station, but they're still alive. And when she got back in the car, she realised she never took a photo and all that. And like Kirsten Dunst's character kind of try and mentors her and all that by saying, look, you've got to try and forget all where you are and what you see if you want to take the photo. And they have a nice little scene in it as well when they're talking about Jessie, the little girl, the young girl, actually asks Kirsten Dunst's character, if I was dead, dying on the floor, would you take my picture? And Kirsten Dunst's character, what do you think? Kind of a foreshadowing for later on in the movie, really. It is, but yeah, it's one hell of a movie, and Alex Garland does a very good job in highlighting the atrocities of war and war journalism at the end of the day. It is, yeah. Kirsten Dunst is brilliant in this as the season one. Who really doesn't want to do it anymore, but she keeps on doing it. Like I said, there's another good scene in the movie where also her character say, look, we don't ask questions. We take the photos, and other people ask the questions. So we have all that, and yeah, it comes really down to a really explosive final act where they actually make it to New York with the Western Front making their way to the White House. So yeah, overall, this movie absolutely my favorite movie of the year, bar none. This overtakes Dune 2. Which I don't even think Dune Part 2 is my favourite movie of the year, to be honest. Probably Late Night with the Devil's probably my favourite. It was my favourite before this one came out. But this does everything that kept me gripped in the movie. It did. And like I said, the acting, the directing, the music when it's played at certain points. You get some some rock music or certain music like that played at just the perfect time. And when they don't use the music, the silence in the movie as well is worked to perfection as well. I know a lot of people, some of the Americans, are not happy with some of the way the torture scenes and that in this movie. You do see quite a lot, unfortunately. It is, but that's part of the war, to be honest. I think this movie really pinpoints and shows it very, very good. And just shows what war really is. But yeah, definitely best movie I've seen out of the year. I give it easily a 9 out of 10. I would probably give it more of a 10 out of 10. But there is a couple of stupid scenes in the movie, especially the part where, just before the part where I say with the mass grave and that, where there's another two journalists drive up on them, scaring the shit out of them and all that. And then one of them jumps into their car, and then that Jessie decides to jump into the other car, and that speeds off. It was like a really stupid point of the movie, to be honest. And you have one or two in this movie where you think, oh, that's kind of pointless for the movie. But otherwise, I really would have given this a good 10 out of 10. I would have. But yeah, definitely worth the watch. Alex Garland is brilliant at what he does. He does do some very thought-provoking movies. I think Men is his most thought-provoking. It is, but no, this movie is absolutely brilliant and kept me thinking about it for days on end. And that's why this review is pretty late, to be honest. It is from when it came out. But yeah, brilliant movie, and I highly recommend it. I got a couple of more videos coming out this week as well. Come back Friday for Horror Friday. I will have my review up for Abigail, the new ballerina vampire movie. It is, so come back and see that. I'm looking to watch Rebel Moon Part 2. I haven't got high hopes for that movie, but I'm hoping to get that review out on Wednesday, and either on Tuesday or Thursday I will have a video up of the Stigmata media book I picked up from HMV. So if you like this review, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.